Hi everybody, Deputy Chief Doug Faulisi and Deputy Chief Gioeli here again with the Schenectady Fire Department, bringing you another video. This one is going to be called EDITH. EDITH stands for Exit Drills in the House, EDITH. And this is something that we should all practice. You practice fire drills at school. Well, it's very important to practice fire drills at home. So why don't we talk about that, Deputy Chief?
Do you know that over 50% of the homes in the United States do not have an exit plan or a plan on how to get out of the house if there's an emergency? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Do you know how important it is to have a plan to get out of your house if there's an emergency?
It's got to be very important. You want to know how to get out in an emergency.
Exactly. So what we're going to talk about is how to plan that exit drill. And right here, we have what?
Oh, we have a drawing of somebody's house.
This is just a basic plan on how to get out.
And I don't know anything about whose house this is, and I can't make up a drill for your house.
And I can't make one up for your house. You have to do it for your own house. So this is almost like homework for you guys, okay? So the exit drill, how do you do it? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to go through your house and you want to look and make sure that you know where all the doors are. All the doors to get out of the house, right? And you want to make sure you know where all the windows are. Why? Why do you want to know where the windows are, Deputy Chief?
I'm going to say if you try to go out the door, because that's the easiest, and you can't get out the door, well, you might need to go to a window to get out.
Right, right. And if you live in a house, or if you live on the second story of a house, or if you live above the first floor, or your bedroom's above the first floor, what might be a good idea to have in a bedroom, or something to have to help you to get outside?
A ladder. If you have one of those window ladders, those are great to have. And that's something you have to talk to your parents about. Possible window ladder, or maybe there's a porch roof you can get out onto, or a fire escape. And you probably need your parents to tell you about that. So this is why you have to practice at home.
Right. So now once you find out all the different ways that you can get out of your house in an emergency, you want to plan and write out exactly how to do it. So if you look here, you'll see we have a bedroom and a den and a bathroom, another bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, and here's the door out. Everything in red is the primary, okay? And primary means like it's the first way out, okay? Primary escape plan. So you can see if you're in the bedroom, then you come out here and you go through the kitchen and then you go out the door. Everything that's marked yellow is a secondary escape plan. And you can see that people use the windows as a secondary escape plan. But once you get out of the house, Deputy Chief Faulisi, what do you have to do?
Oh, you need to stay out. Get out and stay out.
Right, and where do you go?
Well, you got to go to a meeting spot. You need a meeting spot. So how do we know where to go? Well, how will your parents know where to find you? Well, I guess you're going to have to find a meeting spot. And that meeting spot could be anywhere. It could be your neighbor's house, if you have a favorite neighbor. It could be a tree that's out in front of the house somewhere, or the fire hydrant. Any spot that you decide as your family, your whole family has to decide on the same spot. Because when we pull up to the house, we want to know that everybody's out. So we want to know everybody's out. So when you pull up as a deputy chief, you're going to pull up first. And the first question you're going to ask is what?
Is everybody out of the house?
Is everybody out of the house? So we need to know that everybody's out of the house. Talk about if everybody's out of the house. Would you ever go back inside your house?
No. Once you go outside of your house, and if there's a fire in there, you never want to go back inside. But what if you got to go in for like your favorite toy?
Never go back for your favorite toy. Stay outside the house and let us know. Hey, what about a dog? I love my dog.
I love my dog too, but guess what?
I love your dog. Great dog.
Right, but guess what? Once you're outside the house, you stay outside the house. If the dog's in the house, don't go back in. We'll go back in and look for the dog. Another thing you have to do is make sure that your address on your house can clearly be seen from the street. So if you live at 1234 Main Street, you want to make sure that your address is clearly visible. And parents, one thing that you really need to teach your children is how to call 911. So when do you call 911?
You call 911 Well, if there's a fire, if somebody's really sick, you would want to call 911 because we could send the paramedics over. And if you need the police, we would call 911.
So would you call 911 if your sister's making fun of you?
No, never call 911 for
Do you
that.
call 911 if you lose your dog?
No, you don't call 911 if you lose your dog.
Okay.
911 is for emergencies only.
Right.
So we have another video that you can watch, and it's on calling 911. So it's actually how to call 911. So check that video out, and we'll see you again next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.